into picks and bans in a second round matchup that is going to be one for the ages, boys. This is a finals level matchup. This is Anixia Esports versus Team 2-inch, top level Challenger Cup teams right here in the second round. So they have the unfortunateness of meeting each other early. One of these two teams will not continue to the finals. We'll see what happens as the banning phase continues. Giannis Jing10 along with Kepri and Sol or Bologna. One of those two is going to get banned. One of those two is going to get picked if the other one is not.
Maybe a jungler.
Oh, there's the Sol right there.
Okay.
This is gonna leave options for Snarf to go ahead and lock in the Bologna if they so feel needed to do so. Unless they've got a plan for Bologna. Now, some teams, if you got to come in with a plan if you're going to let something go out. So we'll see if they can go ahead and do this. Still with pick selection, so many options. Bologna's just so potent we saw what she did last game, the ride. Was just taking out 3-4 people. He was just fighting, so it was all day.
It was hard to watch, like a 4v1 and then coming out on top. It's like...
Yeah, relatively. It's pretty insane, so... actually, the Chiron will be the first pick right there. Very, very strong pick. Chiron is a very potent ADC. I don't know if he's quite first pick worthy with the Bologna still available. That gives Team 2-inch a very strong possibility of grabbing, let's say, the Bologna and an Athena or any other combination of top-tier gods that they would like with the next two picks. It's always been a question when doing picks and bans whether you prefer first pick or whether you prefer the second pick. Because the first pick you get one, but then you can get two really solid picks. In an instance, again, Team 2-inch has decided to hover over. We'll see if they lock this in. Hyper carry late game, superbly good early game mage and mid game mage right there in the ISIS. So a lot of control. Aggressing is going to be hovering over the Hoombots, but they did leave Bologna open. So Anixia Esports locks in two team fight oriented gods that are very, very strong. Hoombots, blink in, ultimate, so destructive. And Bologna, well, when she gets to the third pick, you just kind of grab her.
Yeah, very surprising. I like what Team 2-inch did by getting a super powerful early game god as well as a super powerful late game god. So complement each other.
It's all about making sure your draft is right, man. Your team composition has to be so important. That's what a lot of casual players don't understand, is that when they go ahead and sit there and call solo lane, and they're like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and solo like Ao Kwang or whatever. Yeah, cool. It's fine, but look, let's be realistic. You're not Cyclone Spin. Your team composition isn't meant for that. Sometimes it just doesn't work out very well if you have somebody that can counter that easily, if the other team is there. So, playing for your team's strength is always going to help. And Geb's going to be locked in to secure any damage that might be done with the shield. Cataclysm is very powerful, obviously, as well. And, well, just a potent god. Athena might get banned out here as they have no support on the side of Anixia.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to see a support being banned. Athena, maybe.
Oh, they passed the ban. The old pass ban. Team 2-inch decided to pass the ban. Neith's going to get banned out right now. They don't want to deal with the Whirl Weaver. That's too potent of an ability. So Astro has option here in picking. If you're going to go against the Bologna in the solo lane, there's a few options. You can still go Fenrir if you like. A Sobek is still available as well. A lot of people like the Sobek versus the Bologna matchup. Relatively somewhat of a stalemate because Tail Whip, is supposed to cancel out the bludgeon. But there's so many counterplays to everything.
I guess Guardians just work well against Bologna. So much CC and whatnot.
We're gonna be hovered over here. This is a god that we saw a couple weeks, like I would say, obviously, before SWC, we saw a lot of him in Friday Night Smite before Chiron came out. Once Chiron came out, Chiron seemed to be like the ADC of choice for people in Friday Night Smite for some odd reason, as we will get locked in. He's a very potent character, and I feel he has a good matchup against Chiron. And he's one of the few characters that can sit there and keep up with him. Giddy Up is fine, but if you're marked and he gets a good bounce shot, doesn't matter. You're still going to get stunned. As Oswald is hovering over the Freya. He won't go Freya mid. He won't do it. You hear me, Oswald? Do you hear me, Oswald? You won't walk Freya in and go mid. You won't do it. Oh, they might be doing it. It might be Freya mid, boys. We'll see what ends up happening here.
Understand it. He has such poor clear.
Hey, it ends up Freya is Freya. That's it. Doesn't matter about poor clear or not because you know what? This is a ticking. Freya is a ticking time bomb at 30 minutes. Does not matter at all.
It's pretty miraculous that they also got Bologna. Like, imagine if Team Challenge got Bologna, you know?
Well, I had the unfortunate. Well, I didn't have the unfortunate. I should say another player had the unfortunate, due diligence of fighting me when I was like, I called solo. I decided to play some Bologna, and they decided to play Freya, and they happened to be in the solo. So, well, they pretty much got handed to them as Bologna's Scourge is going to do that. So, this actually could be Chiron mid. I was just joking about the whole Freya mid. This could be Chiron mid, Freya ADC along with a Ymir. So this is more than likely this is actually more than likely what we're going to be seeing. I doubt it's actually Freya mid as Chiron is very potent and being cleared the wave right there. So we have a ball game on our hands right now. I mean, it looks like we're going to have a couple powerhouse gods selected, and well, we're going to see who takes it as a couple hyper carries and Mercury and Freya have been locked in and are ready to go.
Interesting thing to note: Hoagie is the only one on Team 2-inch who can jump out of the Ymir wall or jump, away.
Yeah. I mean, definitely might see a little IRAF for leveling up level 4 wall. We'll see how it goes right now, guys. As we're going to be in Pixel, or we're getting ready to go into the spectator client. Give us a few minutes, and we'll be right back. And we are back again for our first second round matchup, as obviously we had 2 first round matchups going that time. So we have Anixia Esports versus Team 2-Inch. As I said, this is a hyper match right here. This is a heavyweight battle. 2 big boys from the Challenger Cup scenes that normally have fought each other plenty of times. They're going to be back at it right now, here today for you. Just in the second round, not even the finals. Over here, we got Ymir dancing along here on the left-hand side by the red buff. He's going to be played by Zafolia because, well, that's just Ymir dancing. That's just so cool. Anyways, as everyone's just dancing around the Ymir now. We've got Chiron going to be played over here by Oswald. The Gressing is going to be jungling in the Hoombots. Questify is over here. Well, now he wants to join the fun as the Bologna solo lane. He doesn't want to be by himself. And Snarf, there go the fireworks. There goes the parties. These boys are ready to play some Friday Night Smite.
Well, that's good.
Hey man, you gotta get hype. If you're not spamming emotes and junking, dancing and jumping and all that other nonsense, there's nothing going on. Real quick on the right hand side, introduce Team 2-Inch. Osath is gonna be the Sobex solo. Celix Mercury gonna be jungling. Jetrix is gonna be the Isis mid lane. Dual lane will be of Astro and Mega gonna be the Hui Geb.
We once again see a Sobek versus Bologna in the solo lane. We'll see how that goes.
I mean, pretty much a very common matchup right here, as Oswald will be the mid laner right now. I was just kind of joking when I said Freya would mid, obviously. Come on, guys, I'm not that bad. I kind of know what's going on. So we'll see how this goes. You know, Chiron is a capable hunter that can play in the mid role right there. Going to get a little bit of poke out early on. Doesn't have the clear that Isis does, especially with a purple pot. So he's going to go ahead and just give up these right-hand harpies and a little bit of gold to start the game.
Looks like Mercury and Sobek actually outcleared Hoonbots and Bologna. That's really surprising.
Well, Mercury should... Yeah, he did get sprint. That right there is going to give him a lot of power, especially with his passive. But as long as Mercury is moving around, Weekend has kind of had a little video out there about how sprint is extremely powerful. And in Season 3, let's just be realistic, people. There's 3 speed buffs that stack up against each other, and you can start heavenly. Yes, Mercury is going to be the bane of your existence, ladies and gentlemen. As speaking of bane of your existence, Mercury's going to come over to the left-hand side of the lane. We are going to look at some trouble. That call has been made. They're backing up. Okay, very good communication right there from the blue team right there. Anixia Esports not having any of that, as they kind of had that baited out and smelt out, so they were able to retreat.
Yeah, no wards either. It's really well done.
Yeah, there's a couple of red wards right there, but that's about it. But just making sure that they communicate. Snarf is just clearing the wave, and it's kind of what you need when you're playing against the Fray. You need a good clear, and, well, right now Ymir does have a phenomenal clear. So speaking of, phenomenal clear, Ymir in Season 3 with Doomorb, yeah, I happen to go against in the PTS against Incon, who was like, I'm going to play Ymir mid. And I'm just sitting there as a little ADC. Why did Shards of Ice do like 900 damage to me? I was crying when his ultimate just killed me. I was like, oh my gosh, Season 3 is going to be so crazy for mages with Doomorb. Yeah, good old Doomorb's back, boys and girls. Well, that's going to be a couple weeks away. Hopefully, we will be able to get our Friday Night Smite tournament on the PTS server. We're just going to make sure, obviously, that the spectator client is live and available. So you will find the first PTS tournament action going on for Season 3 right here for Detonate GG on Friday Night Smite, hopefully next week.
It's quite an accomplishment. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. A little bit of poke. Oswald's only level 4 right now, about a couple creeps away. He'll hit 5 off this right now. Level 5 is the Mercury as well, so they're a little bit behind. Kind of be expected. Again, Purple Pot Isis, Mercury with sprint and all that. I mean, nothing you can read about that, as ultimate is available. Level 4 on the left-hand side as well. Wall's going to come out. Yeah, there goes the call as well. Now, this is going to be hilarious. If he walls, I thought he was going to be able to wall the Ymir. He would have been blocked off the Mercury. He's going to get a freeze of 2. They're not level 5 yet, though, at all. If Ymir is probably dead here. First blood is going to go to Astro. He's going to go ahead and ult and hit 5 off that. Misses the ricochet. Not going to do anything. Hoombots is 5, though. It's going to be a question of if he can do anything, but decides the ladder and just jumps away versus taking the 3v1.
I really thought Freya was going to fall in that fight because she doesn't have her ult yet. She should get it now.
It was a really weird, like, Ymir turned his back and his wall was down, I believe, anyways, because he used it earlier. I don't know if he would have had it available. The best thing about Ymir versus a Mercury is the fact that you can just wall his ultimate off. You can see him charging, you understand where he's going to go, you have an idea, you place a wall, he runs into it, he looks stupid, you look amazing. That's kind of the way it is. I mean, let's be realistic. So, I mean, if he had the option, He just didn't have his wall up or available, and he also didn't see the Mercury coming. So as Bologna
coming up.
Yeah, Bologna's going to get a little company right now in the form of Mercury.
Ooh, it's an insane pluck.
Yeah, able to get it out. Questify is going to be just running back away. That was a really good pluck, but no other damage will be done. Sharing a little XP. Hoombots is coming over right now just to make sure the blue buff will get secured. Nothing else is going to happen, I don't believe, on this right-hand side. Aggressing is kind of low, though. Half HP, so is Questify. Not a lot going on. Left-hand Harpy's available. Ymir's hanging out here. Purple Pot is still up on Isis. Can he get anything going? Wall, Freeze going to hit. Glacial Strike next right there. No follow-up damage. Spirit Ball into the stun. Both take about the same amount of poke. And, well, Harpies reset.
Yeah, they do get the Harpies out of that. Chiron pretty late on the rotation, but still, Harpies.
Yeah, and hey, all you did was get the Isis out of the way. Able to go ahead and secure your own stuff. Get some Harpies, get some XP. You'll be good to go. Bologna gets her blue buff, which she did not walk over. There you go, Bologna. Oh, man. I've seen that too many times where you're just like, oh, I got this, right? You're back, and you're like, oh, I don't have my buff. Then you just buy teleport like 7 to get there as fast as possible, and you're like, I'm getting there. I want my buff. Don't take my buff. I'll like skip boots and get teleport. I'm like, I'm going. I got it. Let's go.
I typically play support, so I don't really have that happen to me much.
You don't get too many buffs to support. What if they made a support buff? Season 3, high res. Make a support buff. Make a support buff. Give supports, like, you know what? You're already adding it to all the items. Just add a crowd control reduction buff. Why not? Just do it. Add a crowd control reduction buff, high res. You heard it here first. Friday Night Smite, crowd control reduction buff. I have no idea if that buff would even be useful. I don't know. I mean, it'd be useful. I just don't know how they would do it. Like, no. Yeah. Well, you know how they have the little minions at the Fire Giant? At the Gold Fury, they can have like little minions that are crowd control buffs. Yeah, right there. They're just hanging around right there. They can just be hanging around the Gold Fury. Now I'm not even paying attention to the game now. I'm over here by Gold Fury on the map. But it's all right.
Mercury on the right side.
We'll see what Mercury's doing on the right side.
If he can really do much by himself. Yeah, just going to poke out the Bologna and walk back.
Lupo wants a CDR buff. I think a CDR buff would be pretty OP. I don't know about a CDR buff, Lupo. They already have the blue buff, technically. That does CDR. You forget that. And Warriors get that all the time, so... Oswald's hanging out here in the mid lane. He's just doing what he has to do. He's actually level 9, so only 1 kill, and that's to the Ymir. Kind of be expected. Wall comes out. Nothing else going on here. Yeah, I mean, this is what we expected, a slow-paced match. These teams are very even. First Blood didn't even matter when you look at the scoreboard. XP is very, very limited. 600 on the blue side, 70 gold plus on the blue side as well. So, again, both sides very, very even blood.
Yeah, we see a few two teleports being picked up by the solo laners as they just have their usual slap fight.
Yeah, they pretty much teleport at the exact same time, which is very unusual. Normally, one of them waits 10 to 15 seconds after the other one. But, aggressing it a little bit. As I say, a little bit of trouble. Spirit Ball not going to be on the mark. Goes through the jungle area, so no issues as he was just trying to ward. But 3 members over here strong, actually, on the left-hand side. Wait for that. Yeah, that purple buff's... Yeah, this purple buff's gone. Really no securing that. Hoombots has an ulti. You haven't really seen a lot of fights, so... This could be where one breaks out. As I say, everyone runs away. As I say, everyone's just running away, so...
I mean, it's really weird, because you have, like, Isis, who's insanely good early, and then you have Hoonbots, who's also really good early, because the enemies don't have any beads, but then they're waiting for the late game with the Freya as well as the Mercury, so...
Yeah, I mean, the team compositions are there. They're very strong on both sides of the ball. I mean, in all honesty, both sides are going to be playing it well. I expected this to be a pretty long match. Mercury
right side.
Oh, Eagles rally forced out. Questify. Oh, he's diving this. Oh, the pluck.
Ooh. That was hot.
Charge Prey secures the second kill of this match at 8 minutes. Team 2 Inch is now going to be up 2 kills to none. Mid lane. We'll see if the fight continues right there.
If we saw like a Hunbat teleport in, that could have been incredible. Gonna back up though.
Well, Hoombots has his Blink 1, he has his Beads 1 online, and Snarf is just sitting here farming. I mean, again, this is a time bomb. Hasten Fatalis online. I don't care what anybody else has or does. I mean, this god is gonna blow up at 30 minutes. Demonic Grip, Hasten Fatalis, and all that, yeah.
They don't see Hunbats.
Oh, Hoombots, yeah.
Oh, they're
Oh, it
calling him
misses the
out.
Sacred Monkey. Yeah, they missed the Sacred Monkey bounce anyways right there. Mercury is in the jungle pretty deep. No ward coverage on the right-hand side. They might walk into this.
Looked like he was trying to maybe do the. Yeah, he did the blue buff. Yeah, look. Ooh, scumbag Mercury.
Poor Bologna. No blue buff for her.
Who would you say is more potent late game, Freya or Mercury?
Uh, that's a tough call. You know what? Freya is just easier, I think, to deal with. Like I think Mercury is probably easier to deal with than a Freya because Mercury is very glass cannon. He can ult away, he can do some things, but Freya literally just presses one button and does 1,000 damage to you. Like you don't actually have to do. You just auto attacks with haste and fatalis. It ends up being pretty insane. I think the Freya ends up really carrying Lee because there's just not enough good magical protection items in the game at this point in time. In Season 3, we've seen some new magical protection items come into play, so that's going to be nice as we might have something here on the right-hand side. Aggressing is just getting followed by Geb. Little slap fight. Mercury's clapping along. Wall. Oh, nice freeze right there before the CC immunity. No wall needed.
And now it's. Oh god, Ymir has a lot.
See, there's
of
the
really
wall. Yeah.
important abilities that he just used.
Spirit Bulk, big Fear No Evil right here. We got a little bit of a fight coming out by the Gold Fear. There goes the Suns right there. Wall's going to come out. Astro's going to clean up one. Aggressing has to jump over to the red buff right now.
Here, Humbet's going to leave the Valkyrie's discretion's being used. Hoyi.
Oh, Oswald is using the ultimate as well. Big fight for blue. They're going to trade out a lot of members. It's a 3-for-3 right now. This ends up being a completely even fight as long as they can get it all out of this. Oswald is just running. This is... Sobek is chasing a horse. The crocodile is just chasing the horseman right now, not having any issues of it as he was trying to get to the Geb. So Fallout comes through is that 3 members die on each team, and they walk away and they'll reset.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, definitely the winner of that fight was going to get Gold Fear, but it was dead even.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty even fight. I mean, Gold Fury still stands. Nothing going on there. I mean, I'll take a peek at the graphs. There are not many games that you will play Smite and you will hit the graphs button. Well, you actually can't hit the graphs button anymore because they took T away. How dare they take the graphs away? I was so... Oh, my God. Yeah, I know. They were at gold down. I hated that. Yeah. You were like, oh, it gives away too much information. Well, I've got the information right here, high res. And it tells me that this game is really damn close because it's only 100 gold difference and a little bit of XP, so... Right now, both supports just looking at each other, kind of jumping around. I do that all the time, too.
That's nice, yeah.
Silence going to connect. Spirit Ball is going to be right there. A little bit of lag coming on here right now, guys. Hopefully that will subside. There we go. Oh, going to be a little late on the freeze. That's the thing about Ymir's freeze is like a little bit... It's very predictable and easy to dodge. Like, it's a cone right there, and it's kind of like easy to get away from. Not like Athena's taunt, which is pretty quick. Like Ymir like goes up, like you can see his shoulders, like as if he's doing like shoulder shrugs at the gym. Like Ymir's a guy that's just been at the gym way too long. Like when you look at Ymir, he's just like freeze, and he's just like, oh well, like I made my tell, so I can't really do anything.
I don't even move when I do it. Yeah.
I don't even. And Athena just actually will like reach out, taunt somebody. I mean, it's much better. So wall comes out right there. Nothing. Oh, Sacred Monkey is gonna miss. No balance potential. No teleport. Cooldowns on right now. But Blink is up for the Hoombots if they choose to do something here. But Old Fury just sentryed by the red team right now, and I'd imagine with Freya having a sentry on blue that the counter ward will begin here soon as she just backed and got one.
We also see Sobek and Bologna both have full teleports, and they're both up, so they can easily teleport to Gold Fury if a fight does eventually break out.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be important. If one of these solo laners, that's a big key, is that if one of these solo laners can push the other one to force it back and force a TP to the lane versus TPing to Gold Fury, that's huge. Because if you force Bologna or Sobek back and then they teleport, you could just instantly back teleport to Gold and you could be there in a 5v4 scenario. So the solo lane is very important for securing Gold Fury as well when it comes to teleport. Slap fight coming out here in the solo lane, nothing else going on. Bludgeon, tail whips, sickle strikes, scourges.
Going in on the Freya.
Oh, Snarf is gone.
There it is.
Cataclysm used right there. Mercury able to go ahead and use an ultimate as well. So it looks like 2 ultimates down. And this might be where Gold Fury gets started as Isis starts it up. Circle of Protection is up and available. Are they going to unleash? Oh, there goes the sprint pop right now. Looks like, oh, this is the bounce right there. Bologna's here now. Bologna did teleport to the ward. So did Sobek, as you said. There it goes. Isis is in trouble. Isis ended up getting killed right there. Oh, big Sunbreaker. Oh, right.
3v1. And
Sobek has got the lurking the water down and right there. Oswald is sitting here on this Chiron. He presses 2, but to no extent. This ends up being almost an official delayed deicide as Freya is still trying to get to the battle. A delayed unofficial deicide as Freya did spawn as everyone was dying, but that's 4 members down. Doubt Freya can really do too much here. Got some low members actually. Astro decided to stay. Turn on Omega right there. That's going to be... Oh, 1. There we got... I don't know if you're going to do anything here. Snarf's going to get tossed back right now. Ricochet is there. Right into Astro right there. So a 1 for nothing. Or 1 for 1 in a sense right there. But giving the kill to Hui, who's already 5-1 versus the Geb, I mean, that's nothing. You'll sacrifice that.
I was going to mention, we saw that fight where Freya died at the very beginning. Mercury ulted across the lane to get her. And then just continued to stun her with the special delivery, and then she couldn't even ult out.
That's what I was saying. Like it's very potent. Like I'm over here on the map, like right here. It's very potent. Ultimates for Mercury behind here and behind here. You know, and even behind here in the solo lane, like when you're behind these towers, that ultimate goes the whole lane, and it's very deadly. Aggressing is going to go ahead and go try to do some damage in the middle. Oh, big damage coming out. Circle protection not going to be enough. Aggressing pretty much gets that solo kill. Well played by Aggressing right there to get that. Mercury's charging up at ultimate, though. I heard the clap. Watch out. There goes the ult. Aggressing's going to get hit. Special delivery is going to be there into the wall. There goes a One Punch Man. He's going to clean up that kill as Celix is going to clean that up.
Let's go for another one.
Oh, ultimate forced out by Oswald right now. The Centaurius is there. There goes Ymir. He's going to get tossed back. Astrophysicist is going to get that one. Oh, Snarf, you got nothing going on here, buddy. Astrophysicist is 7-1 on Hui. We haven't seen this guy in a few weeks and months on Friday Night Smite, and he's coming back with aggression right now. Questify gets stunned on a Ricochet. Astrophysicist is playing extremely well right now. Tier 1 tower gone. Astrophysicist is just going to select this. He's going to go for a bounce. Is he going to get this? Yeah. Oh, just off the mark. Little hop step. You got a little hop step. He's like, I missed. It's cool. Gold Fury is the call, though. No worries. Tier 1 tower down.
So much that she was fighting like a 1v4, 1v3 at that point.
Yeah, something along those lines. Let's be realistic. Bologna was fighting a lot of people and still got out of there alive. So free Gold Fury goes with the way the boys are. Oh, Humbats. Ooh, feels bad, man. Uh-oh. Yeah, oh. Yeah, that's all. That's about all. That's about all you can say is, oh, oops. Yeah, that's a whoopsie play right there. That's a whoops. I didn't mean to do that one.
It's very unfortunate.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's unfortunate right there. Misses the ultimate right there as he comes in. So we'll take a look at the graphs after Team 2-inch pulls off what was really the first couple big fights in the past couple minutes that we've seen right now. As Freya is farming up 5,900 experience lead, 3,600 gold right now. Again, really, Freya is kind of far behind at 1-4. She's being held down pretty quickly. She went cooldown. Wow, cooldown boots on the cooldown boots on a Freya. I'm not sure if this is something that I normally see. I know. Pen boots are what you always see on Freya. Like I'm not really sure about it.
Is that passive? I think something like that.
I mean, it just says Mercury's getting ready to possibly ult right now. We're going to see what ends up happening as Questify is about to get lit up if he can get caught out here. No ultimate available right now for Questify. Oh, actually, it is up. So he'll juke out. Oh, there goes the Mercury. He's going to channel through. He's going to biff it to the left. He walks into a Fear No Evil. The freeze come through. Aggressing makes up for a bad ult with a great one right there. Now, Questify is going to get the Pluck is available. Shield comes through. Circle of Protection, not enough. Big Cataclysm comes out. Overhand Smash going to be through. There's a Pluck on Aggressing. Beads is a little late. Doesn't matter as they're fighting in a Tier 1. Big stun comes out from the Isis right there. Everyone's back to the minions. And, well, that was that was a nice little fight. They took out the jungler for the solo laner.
1 for 1. They could want more. What is his name? Osaf taking a little bit of damage there.
Osaf's the man. It's not a crocodile, man. The crocodile of the Nile. Got a crocodile and a rock. Look at him. Look at him, too. Look how Freeze coming through. Oh, Mega's going to get wrecked right here. Shield comes out. Oh, got a count. There you go. As I say, You can't sit there and not hold those too long, as Centaurius form was used by Oswald. Doesn't matter. Big pickups for Anixia Esports to get a little bit of map pressure right here. Zeph's going to go ahead and clean that up. On the left-hand side, we have Freya versus the Hui. This is a battle, like you said, 3 levels behind. We'll take a little ride on. We'll see what Astro can do as we go into third-person mode. There goes the stun. Oh, he's going to miss the right there. Ricochet is done. He's still getting the basic attacks off. Does he have anything available? We're still riding as Bologna's here. There goes that right now. Their toss pack is there. Bludgeon's going to connect a lot of damage on top of Mercury, and he's going to ult the tower area. There goes Freya in the air. Mercury is trying to get out, and he does. Yeah, Mercury is able to get out of that alive somehow, some way.
Insane.
Mercury is looking to ult out. Yeah, Mercury has nowhere to really go. We has the freezes are just too common around now. Spirit Ball off the mark, not going to connect right now. Freya is still here farming. Questify is going to have to back. TP is available for the Sobek when he spawns again in about 2 seconds. Yeah, Sobek has teleport available if needed to come to the left-hand side. If we look at the map, though, actually, there are no more wards really on the left-hand side except for really 1 or 2. And, well, Sobek decided to make it level 18. Oh, what a wall for the charge prey. Nice stop there. Lurking the Water is going to slow down the Ymir, who's just... Let's be honest. I think Ymir just needs a... Can we get Ymir a speed increase in Season 3? Can he walk faster? Because that Frost Giant is, like, so slow. He's just so slow.
You got to put those walls underneath you. And with that speed, it's not so easy sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here as we got a big grouping on the left-hand side. Everyone's kind of hanging around. Gold Fury not set the spawn for about another 60-plus seconds. Right now, Questify here in the mid lane, taking up the XP, and... I mean, Aggressing has been a decent playmaker. He had one little fundamental ult that messed up, whatever. Everyone has their whoopsie plays, no big deal. But, I mean, he's been the one that's been getting most of the kills with his ultimate. The freezes have not been on point. There goes the Ymir and plucked around. Big Wall going to go ahead and cut off the fight right now. Bologna's in the back line. Look at the Isis right now.
Going on Isis.
Yeah, Circle Protection, Fear No Evil, a lot of ultimates used. Centaurius has also popped out. Snipes missed from Oswald. Doesn't matter. The Suns are blazing hot right now.
Freya.
Celix gets one. Lurking the Water is going to do a lot of damage. Oh, Oswald not able to get anything. Wall separating the battle again. A lot of low health bars on both sides. Oh, the snipe doesn't get the right player. Astrophysicist doesn't care.
It's a 9-1 now.
A 9-1 who we.
Let's...
Oh, yeah, he's got everything. We'll take a look at the player damage, actually, as I believe that is 4. Yeah, there we go. It's number 4. Player damage. Guess who? Who we? 19,000.
No big surprise there.
Guess who's on the bottom that that's supposed to be the ticking time bomb?
Yeah,
Freya.
Let's see.
Yeah, Freya at 4,800 is just that time bomb. You need a, I know we're the detonate squad, but you're gonna have to detonate that bomb early because I'm telling you one thing: that Freya needs to get online fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing less damage than Geb at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of bad right there. I mean, just only 500 more than the Ymir does, so that's pretty crazy alone.
See a lot of wards on the left side jungle by the red team. There, look at all that. Gotta applaud their efforts. Yeah.
Well, I mean, right now we've got everyone grouping here on the right-hand side. Just nothing else is going down here as the mid tower is going to fall right here. Give a little bit of map pressure back to the boys in one side of the map. And, well, right now both Tier 1's gone in mid. Tier 1 got on the right-hand side. 22-minute game, 10-18 read to kills. We'll take a quick peek at the graphs again. 8,000 XP differential for red. 6,000 plus gold right now as they got the second gold Fury of the game just a little while ago, as you saw. And, I mean, again, we're still in for this. If this Freya can get online, even at level 15, still look for it.
This is pretty strange. We see Ho Yi built an Icavale against a Freya.
The Icavale it's an item that I am not a fan of building versus magical because it doesn't necessarily do as much in your personal matchup in your laning phase. But he is level 19 so far ahead, it's still going to give him 30 free power for auto attack. Not going to take away power from the Snarf, from the Freya, but you're still getting 30 free power, and it's a very, very cheap item right now. With Executioner almost being done right now, and with a couple other physical characters on the wall, you still got Oswald, Aggressing, and Questify on the one side. So Ichabal is not the worst choice. It's just not the perfect choice for the laning phase. But it's still a cheap item that gives free power.
That's very true. Looking at more items, we see Divine Ruin on Isis.
I'm trying to figure out what healing you're really trying to stop there, Isis. I mean, there's not enough. I just don't think there's enough. This Divine Ruin needed to be like a Book of Thoth or like some more pen.
That's
or
really weird.
Or like a Soul Reaver. It needed to be something else. Like the Divine Ruin is just not enough lifesteal on the side of blue to really justify this. But hey, you know what? Again, when you're ahead of the game, you take a nice item. Functionality wise, doesn't really matter too much. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Ymir got plucked. Nice wall right there, going to separate the fight. Ymir is just one of those guys that's so tough. Snarf forced up way early in the ultify. Questify going to ult out. He's in the Suns, dashes out. Astrophysics is playing lights out right now. Right now, Astro's trying to go for regressing right there. Not going to matter. He's going to clean up at least one of these kills, I'm going to imagine. He's missing a couple autos. Giddy Up connects right there. Tier 2 tower. So Oswald will get out with the Giddy Up. That's going to fall down right now. Fire Giant looks to be the vision of what they want to do. I'm going to imagine they're going to head at least straight this way. Oswald does have a TP available, so he can just teleport right in, which I'm going to imagine he's going to do. There he is right there in the mid spot. Circle Protection is down, not available. So is the Suns. Breaker not going to be there, but should have plenty of damage available to go ahead and clean this one up. Oh, they're going to leash it, though, as Aggressing decides to try to come over that way. Not a lot of poke. I mean, Fire Giant is still getting leashed right now. Oh, Isis is taking so much damage. Yeah, Questify is able to clean that up. Oswald cleans up Snarf on the front end, but the back end ends up being Isis. Bounce not going to be there that time. Looks like the Ricochet. Oh, there goes another pluck. Another Ymir. Poor Ymir is just getting plucked out. There goes another stun on top of each other. That's going to be at least one kill. He's going to jump out. Hui Astro is going to be out of the way. Yeah, they kind of let that one go right there. They went for fire, weren't able to do it. Big blink. Oh, that's going to be a nice little slow. This should be the second death of Astro's life right there, as he's 11-2. Yeah, big shutdown rule.
That's huge. Yeah, I'd say they just gave up fire. They probably easily could have zoned them out, and they just chased kills.
Well, yeah, they went for the reset right there. Then they go to aggressing, and then Isis was tanking it. Isis take it too much. Then Bologna came around, scourged her on the back end. It was just a lot going on that just really was unfortunate for Red right there. They still got a lead. You know, they kind of tossed that a little bit, but they're relatively similar to what we saw before. A little less than 9K, a little less, just over 7,000 in gold, and a little over 8,000 in XP. So, I mean, they're going to back right now. They're going to try to take their gold and see what they can do. Gold Fury is spawning in about 8 seconds. You got to be careful. This is one of those times in the game where if you go for gold and another team knows it, they can go for fire. There is no Giannis able to rotate over there, or no Athena. So at this point in time, as the Gold Fury spawns, as we see that happening, really, I mean, just got to be careful what side of your map you're on. As Mercury has decided, yeah, he looked like he wanted the shot, yeah.
I don't mean to be all nitpicky, but we see 2 Soul Leaders being built on the red team by both Hoyi and Mercury.
It depends on where they're at in the fight. The radius is kind of small. Soul Eaters is such a good item in general. Even if you're going to double stack the auras, it's really for the HP. 300 HP. In Season 3, this goes away. In Season 3, 300 health goes away. It's just gone, done, whatever, bye-bye. Doesn't really matter.
They're just doubling the attack speed.
Yeah, they're doubling the attack speed. And honestly, we're not really talking too much Season 3 as the fights get ready to break out here. Oh, man, poor little Ymir getting again. Oh, Cataclysm along with the Suns.
Mercury taking a lot of damage.
Oh, Gressing is just getting boxed out here. He has to disappear. Oh, Astro was there. Oh, Freeze not able to connect. Still has it. It does not matter. The CC chain is able to keep out the Ymir and able to do what it has to do. Red team going very aggressive. Beads popped by Snarf already. No ultimate available for Snarf. Poor him. He's probably going to end up falling here. Yeah, great job right there. And, well, right now, Aggressing looks to be the next victim if he can hit a few auto attacks. But the Spirit Ball comes out, and Oswald's there. And there goes Aggressing. Oh, Astro misses the bounce, but Shield will be there and help him clean up. And this is going to be a tier 2.
There's the deicide. Well played. Well played.
Yeah, I mean, right now that's a free tier 2. Wipeout goes on. There's the Dia side. We'll see if they decide to go ahead and they got about... Yeah, they got 1 second to Ymir. And, well, they can't end yet. Ymir's up, but Ymir's not really a threat to stop this at any point in time. Honestly, he's so low. Yeah, Phoenix ends up falling down. Ymir ends up just falling himself, so not a big deal.
You know, I've noticed, I think, I feel like almost every fight, Ymir gets taken down through Sobek's pluck.
Oh, he's 2-8. I mean, it's Ymir. He has no mobility. It's the reason why him and Sylvanas just aren't really picked as much, because they just don't have that mobility. It's the reason why Sobek, Geb, Athena, Kepri, you know, they are picked because they do have some sort of mobility factor to go ahead and help them out.
Doesn't stop by Raffer, though.
You know, like, I guess he obviously doesn't stop by Raffer, but how do I want to put this? He's been playing the game for a long time. Positioning is so important in Smite that, like, a lot of people underestimate where and what you're supposed to be doing. If you know there's a Sobek on the other team, you know, you really got to watch yourself and you got to have your walls ready. If you know the Sobek's going to pluck you, there's something you can literally throw the wall behind him so you don't bounce anywhere. Like, Ymir has to understand that he has to save these walls for not only splitting the team and the defense up and everything, as the Gold Fear is going to get started by Red, but the Ymir walls are also meant to stop plucks. Like, he can throw the wall directly behind him and no one will go anywhere. I mean, I do it all the time. It's not the easiest thing to do. You can even stop Mercury's, you know, dash and everything. So, I mean, there's a lot of abilities that the wall can stop. It's just not necessarily getting used to the fullest functionality as Ymir is dancing in the middle. Yeah. But I think we're coming to the beginning of the end of this game, guys. We're over the 30-minute mark. We did have ourselves a heavyweight slugfest for the first little bit. You know, once about the 15 to 20-minute mark came online, the Hui 14-2. Astro has been carrying so well this game. Sobek's 8-1. The plays have been unreal from Team 2-inch. They look to be well on their way to victory in this game as they're getting ready to start the siege on the tier, or not on the tier, on the Phoenix on the left-hand side.
I noticed looking at the grass, we see Freya still at the very bottom. Really unfortunate. Still level 18, just couldn't bring what Hou brought. You know?
Yeah, I mean, just not able to do anything. Demonic Grip came online really late. The Spear Magus is there. I mean, the items are there now for her to really do damage. It's just a matter of them actually doing the damage or not. And, well, at this point in time, they're sadly not. Circle Protection going to be using the left-hand side to go ahead and help secure this as well. Bologna is just going to do Bologna things. Not worried about a Mercury right now. Eagles rally over the top. Going to try to go back to Fountain are the blue team. Cataclysm's going to connect at least one. Yeah, that was a big Cataclysm.
The pluck on the Ymir, excuse me, and there he goes. Minions rushing in. We see Fear No Evil being used. Gep taking a lot of poke. Sonic Boom. Pluck going to do tons of damage. Here goes the
Titan's about a little less than half, a little bit more than half, now at about half HP. 4,000 and change, 4,200, 3,000 and change, 2, 1, and game, set, match. Team 2-inch will secure their spot in the semifinals. Anixia Esports had a great showing. They'll end up having to come back next week and give it a chance as well. But right now, Team 2-inch will move on to the semifinals, where we will see Bot Empire versus Fire-Breathing Rubber Duckies. Yes, you heard that correctly. Fire-breathing rubber duckies, because there's nothing more terrifying in life than a fire-breathing rubber ducky. I can't only think of a laugh. We'll be back, guys. Just give us a couple minutes.